is mainly for those who are wanting to learn about Xcode and its capabilities, and those that have very little coding experience. I mean, they may have some, but this is specifically for those who want to learn Swift UI and Xcode. So, in this video, we're going to teach the basics of Swift UI and what you can do with it. So, for order to start, you're going to need to have Xcode installed. And usually you can find that in the App Store. Just search Xcode, and there it is right there. You just install it. It's 12 gigabytes, so it takes a while. But after that's installed, you're ready to go. So today, we're going to click here and create a new project. And it's going to be an app. And we're going to call it Swift UI functionality. Let's capitalize that. And then this is usually your team name and your organization identifier, which is used to identify a specific project. You can make your own. We're not going to use core data, but we'll teach that in a later tutorial. This is where you want to save it, so make sure you save it in a safe place. Okay, so Xcode. This is Xcode right here. So this script right here is mainly for the beginning of the app. It's at main, and this is just the module that you need in order to use these functions. So you're going to need is type app because it's the entrance of the app, and it's called Swift UI functionality app, which is the same as the name of the app, and it's in a window group for content view. Okay, and if you ever want to figure out more things about it, you can do command and you just press on it, and it'll tell you more things about what it does. Okay, so this content view, so it's displaying the content view, which is a structure that we have defined in the content view script here. This content view script has a structure of type view, which means it returns type view functions such as text, button, what else? Images, and all that stuff. So it's a type view, and its requirement is to have a var body protocol, which also has a some view, and it has a text element called hello world, which is a string what it prints onto the simulator, and dot padding means it creates an invisible line around it so that it can be visible. What I mean by is visible, it's not really how it is, but when you press resume on a simulator, so that can do a live preview while you're coding, which is a pretty neat feature, you can see what I mean. It takes a while for it to prepare though, as you can see here. And this structure content view is what sets up the preview right here in this rectangular shape right here. And the content view is what it presents, and let's return some view, and the type is preview provider, which is what this is. This name is content review previews. You can change it to anything. I think it'll still work. And yeah, hold on, just waiting to finish. And let me show you other things while it's loading. So these are your assets, such as images, colors, and all the other stuff that you can put here. This is the app icon. So like if you're wanting to launch an app, this is where you put all the icons. Yeah, they have certain sizes for different circumstances, such as settings, spotlights, iPhone app, iPhone notifications, iPad app, all that stuff. And yeah, this is the accent color that you can create, like the accent color of your app. You know how some apps have their own special colors. So like I can't really think of an example, but there's something like that. Preview content is just preview assets. I mean, I'm not really sure what this does. It doesn't seem it has any purpose. It probably does. It's just I don't know how that works. Okay, is it done? Man, it's taking a while. Okay, so I'm trying to show stuff, but it's just not working. Okay, so this is just the schemes. This is the app, and it's target that we're gonna run for the simulator. These are all of its targets. Any iOS app is when you wanna launch the App Store connectors is where what you use to help to launch apps for testing, either testing or publication on the App Store. These are all the iPhones that came out. So I usually like trying on the latest big screen, which is iPhone 13 Pro Max. Okay, I think it's almost done. Well, okay, there we go. Finally, so there it is. And what I mean by padding is this extra line. So if you take this padding away, which is pretty cool. Look, it's just a rectangular line around the whole text. When you add padding, it adds extra padding. It goes with padding. It adds padding. Bang. So it just adds padding around it. So that usually want to do this whenever like text is on the edge or something like that. You want to add a padding so it doesn't look on the edge. It doesn't look weird. But yeah, that's pretty cool, right? And then when you go in Expector over here, you don't always need to have this open. Sometimes you want to save space, but anyways, this shows the text that's being shown, the label, which is a text as well. Oh, this is for accessibility, for like if you want to say, if you want to add a modifier and do dot accessibility. Let's see where is it? Well, you can do that. Accessibility element children don't ignore. It means it just ignores the padding. It doesn't pronounce the padding, I think. Um, oh no, it only ignores the text button and all that stuff that's shown here. Well, that stuff I'm not really familiar with, but I'll look into it. Let's continue looking at the inspector. So there's the font. You can do large title, automatically launch as the modifier. You could do headline, smaller. All these have different sizes for their own purpose. Just gonna do inherited. So it deletes the whole thing. Here's ultralight. This is like, oh, I haven't really experienced this. It's actually pretty cool. But this is like the font weight if you want it heavy, strong, bold, semi-bold, all the other stuff here. It's pretty cool. Let's do it again. Color is where you want to add the color, of course. Accent color, that's what I was talking about earlier, about assets. You can go to the assets and create your own accent color and add that to the text here. You can do white. You can't see it anymore. Pink. There you go. That's pretty cool. I had to. There's also a line limit. So once you get to a certain line limit, it'll just do dot dot dot, which is what you see sometimes on apps or something like that. So like, hello world, how are you today? I am good. How about you? Let's see. Let's see if this works. There we go. So we did -1. So the line limit is -1. So it just shows the line there and dot dot dot. Simple as that. Just Command Z to reverse. Here's the padding. So the padding means it's applying all around. And if I select the specific one, it adds that padding to that one specific spot. That's what all these mean. And if I press X here, it just removes the whole padding. Frame is basically the size of the text, or the frame of which presents the text. So you really don't want to mess with this stuff. I mean, you only want to mess with this stuff if you're messing with the images or something. Yeah, that's when you want to mess with it. But right now, you don't want to mess with it because they're not doing any images. Okay, so let's show some other cool things. Like let's take out this text and let's add some cool stuff. All right, so we're gonna create a VStack. A VStack is what aligns UI elements into a vertical row. That's why it's called VStack. If you do that, and you got to put parentheses so that I can accept certain functions to order in a VStack. And so in this VStack, we're gonna have a button, and it's gonna have an action and a label argument. It's gonna take an action, what it's gonna do, and a label is what it looks like on the UI. And you can just press enter and I'll get it all ready for you. That's what I like about Xcode. Oh, and you don't need to expect it right now, really. So let's move that out of the way. And if you're not really switching between scripts and stuff like that, you can take that as well. And boom, you got enough space to do stuff. Right now, it's just giving me a bunch of errors because I have not yet entered a label into the button. So once I add something, actually, it should work right here. Like, I just don't add anything. Just take out the blank space that it said code, where it said code. And so you're gonna do text, string protocol, which is a set of characters. And let's just do press me. Okay. And we're gonna create. So make sure we're gonna create a boolean actually below the structure. Never put a boolean within the var bodies of view. It does not work ever. Only put it within the structure, but not within the var bodies of view. Okay. Oh, don't put it within this variable. Basically, put it in here. So we're gonna do at state, which is basically a property wrapper right here that we can read and write a value managed by Swift UI. It's something that can be managed by Swift UI, a boolean that can be managed, an integer, all that stuff. And it's gonna be all those errors because I haven't completed yet. So it's gonna be a private variable that is called, let's call it is pressed, and it's gonna be false. And once you do that, all the errors disappear. And which is pretty cool. What is pretty cool is that it already knows the type of variable this is. Like if I command press, man, I saw it somewhere that knows what it is. Ah, whatever. You know what I mean. Oh, here it is. Yep, it shows it's a boolean right here. Like what I mean is that sometimes hold on, there's a bug. Sometimes there is certain languages we have to define the type before you give it a value. But in Switch UI, you don't have to do that because it already infers what it is because you're giving a false. It already knows, hey, that's a boolean. So that's what's pretty cool about Switch UI. Okay, so what we're gonna do is when the button's pressed, we're gonna do is pressed dot toggle. That means make it true. If it's false, it makes it true. If it's true, it makes it false. And originally it's false. And what we're gonna do, I know the idea. So we're gonna add something. So if is pressed, meaning if press is true, we're gonna print true. And let's see if it works. So I'm gonna zoom this. Oh, whoa. Okay, yeah, because there's no button there. There's nothing that the print goes with. It only goes with a variable, and that's not allowed because it's not conforming to view. Okay, so we're gonna do it here. We're gonna print print true. Oh, what am I doing? Print true. There we go. If is pressed. You can do it with and the button. Else. Oh well. If pressed is equal to true. Or no, you could do that. You can just do that because if pressed is basically means if is true. Else if is pressed equal to false. I think you have to do a double equals here. I'm not sure. Else if print false. So where did it go? Where's it? Oh, okay, there's the terminal. Yeah, that's where the terminal is. So we'll show it there. Let's resume. Zoom out. Play. Press the button. Uh-oh. Is the debug not working? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's probably because it's running the preview. You have to actually press build for it to work. For the terminal to run on it, I think. Hopefully. Let's go here. Yep, there it is. Okay, so yeah, you actually have to build it, and then it'll do that. So if I press it again, since it's toggling from on and off, it's like a switch on, off, on, off. Press it again, it should be false. Let's go. Yep, there we go. So that's how it is. Let's just quit it. So when we press stop up here, it actually stops running the app and it gets out. Easy as that. So yeah, basic button UI right there. It's just amazing what technology can do these days, and I just love it. So let's do something more amazing with this. With this is pressed boolean. You can do many stuff with booleans. It's just crazy how much you can do with a boolean. Let's get out of here. Let me just get this junk out of here. There we go. So let's do let's do let's do a I'm trying to think. We could do we could show an image if it's true. So like we could show an image, okay? So if is pressed again, image, name. I don't really have an image, and really you get the images from the assets that you drag in here. So I'm gonna have to search up an image or something. Let's see what we got here. Let's do uh happy face emoji or something like that. Images, and then you could just drag this. I think you could no, it has to go to the desktop first or somewhere. There we go. And then we get out of there. Just drag that right in. Boom, boom. And then you go here, and you can rename it. We call it happy face. Just keep it together just to keep it organized. Okay. And once we do that, we can go back to content view and take out this navigation view and say happy face. Oh, I got a real interesting idea. And then else, you could do sad face or something. Oh, no. Oops. Else, if is pressed, well, I don't really need to do the else if, but yeah. Image, name, again. We could do sad face or something like that. We got to go back on the web. Sad face emoji. And let's see what we have here. Yeah, that one's fine. This one right here is good. Good. Okay, did I load? Okay, yeah, there it is. It takes a while. Um, Go to assets again, drag that boy in, but we'll drag that right there. We'll call this sad face. And then we'll go back to content view, do sad face. And guess what this is? So with when is pressed, we can do it with the animation. So oh, we could do a ternary operator. But I'm gonna show you that later. So we could do with animation parenthesis and then bring that toggle in so it animates the switching of true to false or false to true. It animates it, and let me show you what that looks like. Let's run it on the simulator. It should bring us directly to that view. Let's see. Look at that. Oh, I think I named the image wrong. That's why I can't find the image because the sad face image it's not there. Okay, there's something wrong here. Sad face. Oh, I forgot to do if else press is equal to false. Come on, man. There we go. Let's try to get. There we go. He's sad. Now he's happy. See? Isn't that cool? I'm gonna look at that. Simple UI right there, man. Okay, so when you press me, it turns into happy face. That means it's true. Let's see if it's true is the last argument that was put into the console. Okay, the console's not alive. What's going on? Let's see. Oh, I forgot to print. Anyways, sorry about that. Sad face if it's false. Boom. If it's happy. Isn't that cool animation too? And guess what? You could customize the button as well. Let's get that there. Since we have the label here with the text, we can add a button style. So dot button style to the button element. Dot. We could do bordered. So borders the text. Press me. So you'll see what that looks like in a minute. There, see, it looks nicer though. It looks nicer that way. And then, boom. Look at that. Cool, right? Okay. I mean, that's amazing what Booleans can do, though. I mean, even computers work this way. They ones and zeros, trues and false. That's just how computers work. Booleans are just amazingly powerful, and I can't explain it enough. What else should we do? Well, this is gonna be my first video. I'm gonna list many more videos after this about many more other topics, and so let me do one last thing before we leave. I wanted to show you the ternary operator. So the ternary operator is something that you use if something is true, if something is false, it does this or that. So what I mean is, image. We could do this. Just display an image, a name. But before you put the name in, you do is pressed. Like that. Okay, so what this basically means is that is pressed. Evaluate it. Evaluate it. That's what the question mark means. Evaluate it. Question mark. Okay, you know what I mean. If it's true, do this. Else, do that. Display that image. Okay, it's pretty cool. Let me show you. Let me show you. It's doing this because nothing's there. So what we do is pressed. We do happy face, sad face. Uh-oh. Oh, I think it's because I have. There we go. I think it's one. There we go. Yeah, it's not double. The question mark. Okay, that double one is for something else, like an optional. I'll talk about that one later. I'll talk about it. But if it's true, happy face. If it's false, sad face. And it does the same thing. But guess what? You can even customize it more with the animation. We can just take this out. We customize it even more. Watch this. Dot animation value. The animation is there's different animations that we have here, and we could do spring, which is like a bang, like you know what a spring does. You know what I mean? It goes off the value of is pressed. Okay. So let's run it. Watch this. Okay. It doesn't seem like it's much. The spring is really much. I mean, it doesn't really do that much. What's ease it and out? Let's see if that does something. Okay, I think I did something wrong here. Oh, hold on. I gotta analyze. Image is pressed. Happy face value. Hmm. Very interesting. This ternary operator is not working. I mean, no, this animation is not working for some reason. I'm trying to think. I have it somewhere else. I'm going to look into it, and I'll get back to the video. Okay. I figured out the issue. The issue was that there was nothing tied to the animation, meaning like there's no modifiers of the image that can change with the boolean. I know the images changes, but it's only modifiers that can have that animation. I can inherit the animation. What I mean is, let's do a scale effect. Uh, let's do it's pressed. Um, it's going to be 1.5. The size is 1.5 larger or 50% larger. Your math. 1.0 if it's not. Oh, and I forgot to put the question mark because that's what you gotta do for a ternary operator. Once you do that, watch this. Now you can add the animation because you have a modifier of the image that can inherit the animation. You can put it within the image. The only animation that the image can have is the with animation. And I have to do further research on that. And there might be a possible way for that, but that is not yet in my knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Dot animation spring is pressed. Now let's try it. Okay. Yeah, it takes a while to load. So. Okay. The image just went over my button. Okay. So this is a perfect example of what we have to do. Huh? So we're gonna have to add padding so that it can have extra space around it so that doesn't go over the button. You know what I'm saying? Actually, we're gonna add that padding to the button. Or we can make the image increase smaller. But let's see what this does. Okay. I mean, I barely see it. Let's make the increase. Let's see what happens if I add padding to the image. Okay. Okay. I mean, I think I just need to make the. It's just the organization method. I think I just need to make the increase a little smaller, and then it should work. So here we go. There we go. We got a simple working app right here. Happy, not happy. Happy, not happy. But now we can make this even cooler. Watch this. We're going to do a with animation again so that it dissolves in and out of the image of the two between the two images. And we can do it again. Let's see what it looks like. Press me. Okay, what happened? Maybe that doesn't work. I mean, this is the first time actually trying that with animation with these animations here, which is odd how it works. I'll have to look into that. But anyways, you just made a simple app that can transition depending off booleans. And basically, Swift UI is it adapts to data. It adapts to data. And I'm going to talk about more about data later on, but that's just basically what Swift UI does. It adapts its UI based off of data. Data changes, UI changes. That's just how it is. Simple as that. And okay, thank you for watching the video, and I'll come out with many more tutorials on helping you to understand Swift UI and Xcode. Thank you.